as I'm literally making this YouTube video, I'm running into the same problem that I'm running into with making all my other videos and writing all of my Instagram posts, which is what this video is literally about. So it's really important, but it's really hard to talk about. Hello, what's up? Good afternoon. I hope you all are doing okay. Today is the 20th of September, a day after Rosh Hashanah, so Happy New Year, Lashana Tova to all of my friends and family and strangers who celebrate, and I really hope you have a sweet New Year. I feel like I'm gonna start every video with saying I want to talk about something that's been on my mind, but I mean, I suppose everything I'm gonna talk about is something that is on my mind. It's how it works. So I'm gonna try to not say that. I want to talk about something that I've always been a perfectionist. I was praised for it when I was younger. I worked hard. I made sure everything I did was perfect. And anything that wasn't perfect wasn't good enough. And although on paper I graduated high school with a good GPA, I got into a good college, I did what I was supposed to do, something that I've been able to put into words recently is how that's affected me a lot in a negative way, and how it affected me back in high school in a certain way, and how it's still affecting me now after I thought that all of my issues were gone and done with after I transitioned, right? Because that solves all your problems. Not. There's so much I'm still learning. That's why this is so difficult. But I'm just realizing that back in high school, I didn't know that I was depressed. I didn't know that my sadness and my anger and the tears that dripped onto my essays while I was writing them, that wasn't normal. That wasn't okay. That's not the way it should have been. I should not have been so stressed out to be perfect at that age, because that's not what should be the most important thing. You know, it should be being healthy. And I was so depressed in high school. I was so sad. Night after night, I would spend sitting at the table doing work, ripping my hair out, grinding my teeth, like thinking that it was normal to be under that much pressure because of how important it was to get A's, you know? And even though I got through it and I worked my ass off and everyone thought I was just this star kid, I was sad and I was not happy, and I ran away to California. Like I said, I knew I was running away. I didn't know what I was running to, but I knew what I was running from. But anyway, I was going through my box of memories a few days ago, where I put away a fortune that I got years ago that reads, "Any job, big or small, do it right or not at all." And that really got me thinking about how before I transitioned in high school, I was on that do it right track. I didn't really have the option for the not at all, because it was, if you didn't do your work, you failed out of school. That was not an option for me. So it was just like, get good grades and be stressed out or I don't know what. But anyway, fast forward to now. I've worked out a lot of those issues with school and learning how to slow down and take a break and not expect so much for myself. But I'm realizing that same issue with trying to be perfect and making sure everything I do is acceptable to everyone, that's translated into my relationship with social media and with YouTube and with Instagram, the two outlets that I use. Probably noticed this is my third week in a row that I've posted a video. Otherwise, it's been like one video every 2 to 3, 4 months. Instagram, I post a little more often, but really not that much more. And it's because I'm so scared. And I'm realizing that I've been like going through this endless cycle of everything, I think for Instagram or for this I need to speak beautifully and I need to write this beautiful message that is empathetic and educational and well-rounded for every one of my audience members to take something from. And I've been so scared of judgment and people thinking that I'm annoying or that I'm annoying. And so because I'm so nervous and scared to make what I make perfect, I procrastinate and I don't end up making what I want to do because it's not good enough. And so and since I don't post because of that, I realized that there's an added pressure that I'm putting on myself because when I do post, as often as I do, it's that much more important because it's one thing that I'm putting out there every 2 months. So that one thing represents me for 2 months and that's all people are gonna get, and so it just makes it that much more important. And puts even more pressure on me. So it's just like, it just keeps going. And so I finally think I figured out a possible solution to help with my success, which is if I post a lot more often, say 1 YouTube video a week, each individual thing that I put out there will mean less in the grand scheme of things when it comes to my personal insecurities with the content that I produce. If I post a video every week, that's 4 videos in a month. It's a lot less pressure on me to make them all perfect, versus 1 video every 2 months. And to some people that might seem like a lot and like I'm putting even more pressure on myself, and maybe eventually I will find that out. But so far I think it's working and I don't feel a lot of pressure to do everything perfect. And I don't know, this might be the key. And so I've been doing well on here, but as for Instagram, I haven't gotten to this consistency yet. I've been actually writing out this essay of a post explaining this exactly, and in the post saying this is going to be the last post that I put so much pressure on myself to make perfect. It's quite ironic. I know. Can you relate? Are you a perfectionist whose biggest fear is judgment and failure? Maybe if so, this is something that, maybe an idea that could help you too. Who knows? I'll let you know. My goal for YouTube at least is to do this consistently for 2 months, and if I can do that and if I can feel good about it, I'm gonna keep doing it. Because I want to. Just like, it's a mixture of doing what I want because I'm passionate about it and pushing myself because I need to do it. For myself, for others. And that's it. This is probably gonna be a long one, but I'll be back next week with something else to chat about. Have a great rest of your day, and see you next week.